The 40mm equivalent focal length provides a perspective that matches the human eye. What if we took that iconic 40mm full frame focal length and turned all the dials to 100? Maximum bokeh, maximum sharpness, and top-notch professional build quality. If you're looking for a budget standard prime lens that gives you maximum bokeh and low light capability, the Viltrox Pro 27mm f1.2 is that lens. This lens is going to really disrupt the current Fujifilm market. At $545 USD, it's $250 less than the Fujifilm 33mm f1.4 WR and $350 less than the 23 f1.4 WR. And if you're okay with the $150 price increase over the 27mm f2.8 pancake, you get 2 1/3 stops more improvement in low light gathering and that creamy bokeh. This lens fills a unique gap for fans of the 40mm focal length who either like shallow depth of field or budget photographers who don't want to spend $800 to $900 on a fast standard prime lens. One of my favorite looks in photography are images with smooth bokeh on a standard focal length lens. What this gives is a nice balance of background blur that still retains the context of the scene. And this Viltrox Pro 27mm f1.2 provides bokeh that's comparable to the more expensive Fujifilm lenses, making it a great first prime lens when graduating from the 18 to 55mm kit lens. With 11 aperture blades, it is the ideal lens for documentary work and lifestyle photography because it gives the perfect amount of subject isolation and pop while still matching the natural perspective of the human eye. Viltrox has made it known with their latest releases and offerings that they're striving for excellence in the image quality department. And the Viltrox 27 is extremely sharp corner to corner, even when wide open and with minimal chromatic aberration, color fringing, and flaring. From my experience with this lens, this thing rivals the 33mm f1.4 from Fujifilm, which is probably the sharpest lens that I've used so far to date. And I think it actually might resolve a little bit better. I've tested this lens on the Fujifilm X-T5 and I can confirm that it performs extremely well on the new high-resolution X-Trans 5 sensors. I'm not really a pixel peeper at all, but it is so satisfying to take a photo with this lens, zoom in 1:1, and really see what this thing can resolve. If you want to see samples, head on over to my website to check out the companion blog post for this video, made possible because of today's video sponsor, Squarespace. As a content creator, Squarespace is a great tool for creating companion content for my YouTube videos. With Squarespace blogs, I'm able to post high-resolution images taken with the gear that I'm reviewing in order to provide you all with image samples that don't suffer from YouTube's compression. This helps you make more informed purchasing decisions. I've actually been using Squarespace for over 10 years now. Their templates are easy to use with no coding experience necessary, and they make it really easy to create a professional looking website. My Squarespace website was absolutely essential in building the photography business that I have right now. It allows me to showcase my portfolio, share recent work on my blog, and receive inquiries from potential clients through a contact form. In today's digital age, it's vital to have a website that you can completely control, one that is free from the constraints of social media algorithms. So if you're one of those photographers relying on Instagram profiles as your sole place to share your work and build your photography business, I would really consider making a website on Squarespace. You can visit squarespace.com/ReggieBallesteros to start a free trial and get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. The Viltrox Pro 27mm f1.2 isn't for everyone though. In order to achieve such great image quality performance at a competitive price point, it comes at the cost of portability. This thing is heavy and it's really big. When mounted on the Fujifilm X-T5, the camera will not actually sit flat on a table, and it is almost 7 times the weight of the 27mm f2.8 WR pancake. For me, this is a negative when it comes to why I picked the Fujifilm system in the first place, to have a compact and lightweight camera system. If you're looking specifically for a 40mm equivalent prime for Fujifilm, there are now 3 options: the Fujifilm 27mm f2.8 Pancake, the Viltrox Pro 27mm f1.2, and the Voigtlander 27mm f2 Pancake. The Fujifilm 27mm f2.8 Pancake is $150 cheaper, and it's pretty much the gold standard for solid image quality in a highly portable package for Fujifilm. Whereas the Viltrox 27mm will give you that 1.2 aperture, and from what I can tell, it does have superior image quality, but you're going to lose out on that compact form factor. The Voigtlander 27mm has a slight edge over the Fujifilm 27 with an f2 aperture. It still also has the small form factor. However, you lose out on the autofocus capability of the lens because it's only a manual focus lens, and you actually pay more than the Viltrox in price, as the Voigtlander retails for $595 USD. Like I said in my review of the Viltrox 75mm f1.2, these latest releases from Viltrox will really force Fujifilm to innovate in order to make their lenses more unique so that they can actually stay relevant to the more budget-conscious photographers. Viltrox is turning out to be, in my opinion, the best alternative to the Fujifilm native lenses, the 13mm f1.4, the 75mm f1.2, and this new 27mm f1.2 all deliver amazing image quality, and they fill a gap that the native Fujifilm lens lineup hasn't covered. And they do all this at a very competitive cost. Between these 3 lenses, which one would you pick?